just really in my bag. I'm just really in my bag. I'm just really in my bag. Bitch, I'm getting to the bag. I'm just really in my bag. I'm just really in.
Hey everybody, I'm the Bee's Knees, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. As you can see by the title, we're gonna fleek some brows today, so let's just jump right on in. I actually plucked my eyebrows prior to filming this, and I normally pluck my eyebrows roughly every 2 weeks, but truth be told, I pluck my eyebrows every single time I see some hairs growing in. Yeah, I am such a perfectionist when it comes to my brows, and I really don't like to wear a lot of concealer around them. So when I'm going for like an everyday, like a natural look, I never wear concealer. I only do concealer when I'm doing a full face, like a full glam face. So that's why we're not going to be using concealer today. This is only going to be a 2-product tutorial. It's going to be the actual brow pencil, and we're going to put a brow powder on top to set. So that's going to be all for that. I am going to go more in depth about what I'm doing when I get to the other eye, but for right now, we're just going to talk about the product first. So while you're just kind of looking over what I'm doing, I'm going to talk about the product. What I'm using is a eyebrow pencil. Which is way easier to me, especially if you're a beginner doing eyebrows. I wouldn't suggest a pomade or a gel. Pencils tend to be more matte, a little easier to work with. And this is the dark brown eyebrow pencil by RK by Ruby Kisses. And I got this pencil from like my local beauty supply store for like $2. It has a spoolie on the end, and they work like a charm. I never use black on my brows, you guys. I cannot stand that. So dark brown, ladies, dark brown for my. So I'm just going to take the spoolie end of the pencil, and I'm going to comb my brows in the direction that I want my hairs to go. And I comb them up and out. And then I start in the middle of the bottom section of my brow. I start in the middle because I like to start where the hairs are a little bit more thick. It's easier to start where they're thicker because then you can kind of see the actual shape of your brow. And of course, you're going to be following your natural brow shape. So if you start where the hairs are thicker, it's kind of easier to like lay that line down and then go to the front or to the back and finish laying the rest of it down, if that makes sense. Okay, so like there, like I start in the middle and I kind of make the shape of my brow, and then I use hair-like strokes. And then I kind of sketch out the rest of it, the part that's not there, and I give it the shape that I want it to have. Like I'll start in the middle, and I'll make that arch shape, and then I'll drag it out and finish the tail end. See, and then here I move back to the front, and then I connect the front to the middle, just like I connected the middle to the end. Now we're going to move to the top, and you can see I started at the front end. It's a little bit easier to kind of start at the front end at the top than it is at the bottom, because the bottom part of my brows isn't as thick as it is up top. What is wrong with me right now? So when I did the top, we just drew it straight across, made the arch, and I connected it down to the tail. And then now I'm going to get down. I'm going to get busy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to just fill it in now. So what I always like to do first is like make the stencil for it, which is draw the bottom line and then the top. And then I go back and then I fill it in. And you can see like kind of like right here, it looks like I'm barely even like putting anything on my face. That's how light you have to be when it comes to the front part, because that's where you want it to be the most hair-like, because nobody has like literally a solid line unless your brows are really that freaking thick. But draw the bottom, draw the top, then fill it in. And once I fill it in, then I go to the front, and then I do the hair-like strokes in the front. Most important thing about the brow pencil, please make sure that your pencil is sharp. Like if you try to do your brows with a dull pencil, it's not going to look right. It's not going to be as precise, and it's not going to look as clean. So please make sure that you are sharpening your pencils before. And if you're doing pomades or gels, make sure your brushes are clean. But the sharper your pencil is, the easier it'll be to draw them on. Now, if your brow pencil is kind of harsh and not so smooth, light the tip with a lighter for literally like a split second, and it'll kind of melt it and make it a little bit smoother and easier to work with. I reiterate, I am a perfectionist when it comes to my brows. I will literally go over and over and over and over until I get the desired look that I want. And y'all, I can do my brows for literally hours. I like them to be perfect. Bad brow days are like bad hair days. Now I'm just going to be taking this e.l.f. eyebrow kit and the small flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to take the powder out of that kit and I'm going to set my brows. And this is just going to help fill up any of those cracks that we missed, any of those like lighter spots, and it's going to set those brows. I'm telling you guys, when I put this stuff on my brows look good for like 2 days. If you can wear some brows for 2 days, you doing good. Of course, you're supposed to wipe your makeup off, but if I can let my brows last 2 days, oh, I'm wearing the motherfuckers for 2 days. I'm just saying. And this kit is in the color dark, I believe. It'll be in the description box below. The best thing about these brows, very inexpensive. The eyebrow pencil was only $1.99 and the e.l.f. eyebrow kit was only $3. If you like what you see, give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that bell down below so you don't miss a bee's beat. Thanks, you guys. I'll see you next time.